This dress to impress situation is crazy. Like, this actually might be the wildest drama in Roblox history. Let's go! Another one of her developers told me that she allegedly somehow got a photo of me and sent it in their group chat and that they were fat shaming me. Like, what?
Now, surely you've heard about Roblox, but what you might not have heard of is a game inside Roblox called Dress to Impress. Now, this is a widely popular game. I'm not sure why, but every single streamer and YouTuber seems to have picked up on it. Critical did a video on it a couple of weeks ago.
Whoa! 5.
That's 5.
And I personally only knew that the game existed is because of the countless people clipping Queso. One thing I absolutely adore about Queso is he always has like the biggest overreactions to the most menial things in a video game. Also, I do want to say I'm going to be doing a meet and greet in PAX Melbourne, Australia, the 11th of October. That's going to be between 5 to 9 p.m. We're selling some Darkwood merch and also an exclusive poster that you can't get in the store. All the details and stuff you need will be linked down below. Hey guys, you want to hear my Queso impression? I've been practicing on this for a couple of weeks. Oh my goodness, chat. Oh my golly gosh, that's the best thing I've ever seen. Wait, what's chat saying? You look like a bowl of lard? The funny thing is, I've literally dug my own grave by doing that bit because, if anything, I am the professional clip farmer, not him.
Turn nudity off. Thank you, ex-jailbait for the 10. I'm not doing that, bro. Wait, you want nudity off? No, but that means the sensor is off, idiot. Guys, you said nudity was on. Oh my god. I thought on meant like the filter was on. Jesus Christ.
Now, Dress to Impress was developed by a Roblox creator called Gigi, as well as the whole Dress to Impress group. Now, like I said, your favorite streamer has probably played the game at some point, but this has reached like international levels of fame. People like Charlie XCX even doing official collaborations. So essentially, Dress to Impress is a runway fashion game. You're given a theme and then a certain amount of time to dress in said theme. And then you get judged by everyone in the lobby out of 3 stars, and the top 3 winners are announced at the end of every round. And I mean, that's it. There's really not that much complexity to it. You just dress up and then you get voted on how you dress. However, there has been some drama around the game recently, which isn't as simple to explain. If anything, it is a rabbit hole. So there's loads of allegations towards the game's creator, Gigi, and sharing their experiences of either interacting or even working with Gigi. So going ahead, there's going to be a lot of different real names and usernames. So even though these allegations are very serious, I'm probably going to end up saying something like Mr. Squidward or something. So just please bear with me. So a lot of this drama begins with someone called Sarah. Their username is Mrs. Spongies. I know it's really serious. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but I just immediately thought of SpongeBob. So she shared her experience with Gigi in a pretty lengthy Twitter post. Now, for context, Sarah, Mrs. Spongies, is the owner of another Roblox game called It Girl. It Girl is a similar kind of game to Dress to Impress. It's basically a Bratz-inspired fashion game. Dude, looking back on Bratz for a second, I'm looking at the figures because I remember my sister played with them a lot when we were kids. These figures look like mini Kardashians. Like, I am genuinely not surprised that so many girls grew up with like body image issues. To summarize, Sarah basically became aware of Gigi's attitude towards her game and some wild things that she allegedly said, that being directed towards the Dress to Impress team. Now, one of the biggest allegations by far is from what Sarah's saying. Apparently, Gigi was planning to frame Sarah as a rapist, and that would happen if It Girl became more successful than Dress to Impress. She then goes on to share 2 screenshots of ex-developers, sharing this experience with Sarah. But one thing I do have to say, because obviously these are really serious allegations, there's no actual screenshots available of Gigi actually saying this. So the next claim that Sarah makes is apparently Gigi wanted to do a DMCA takedown on It Girl for copying Dress to Impress. Now, I don't need to explain, as a YouTuber, doing a DMCA is basically career suicide. It is the worst thing you could ever do. You know, a good example, if a YouTuber makes a video on you, you don't like that video, you DMCA DMCA take it down, you've basically marked yourself to be openly attacked by every YouTuber on the platform. I know there's loads of communities, loads of opinions online, but everyone that isn't delusional seems to have the exact same opinion. DMCA takedowns are really, really scummy, usually because they're so easy to abuse. I mean, okay, good example here, right? Online, there are various videos of me saying the N-word from like 7 years ago, and I say this time and time again. I'm really embarrassed by it. You can see that I'm some like fat, pasty white kid that never left the house. But am I going to go around and like DMCA take down those videos? No, because even though it's using my content, one, taking them down would just make a Streisand effect where everyone fixates on it more, and two, I think it's a good reminder that I was a fucking moron. Now, Sarah clarifies that her game has been in development since last year and was inspired by different games, not Dress to Impress. Games like Nova City and Royal High. Honestly, I've never heard of any of these Roblox games in my life. Like I had no idea the Roblox rabbit hole is so deep. Like the only game I know about is Pressure, because everyone keeps begging me to do a main channel video on it, and then Weather Survival, because that's a really funny game to play with the boys. I honestly don't understand how these Roblox games become so popular, but then again, I kind of get it, because obviously it's Roblox, right? It's going to be played predominantly by kids, and the problem is with kids, they have no money. I know this is like the most, oh, I'm the alt kid, but I remember growing up, like I never wanted to play Roblox. I never wanted to play Club Penguin. The one game I wanted to play was actually the Orange Box. If you remember that, it was a package of games that came out on console. It was like Half-Life 2 in the episodes, Portal and Team Fortress 2. I still remember playing the demo for Half-Life 2 Episode 2 on my Xbox 360 and then like begging my dad. I was like, please let me buy it, please. Only to realize that you couldn't just buy it off the store. You actually had to go into an actual game store and buy it. Yeah, remember when game stores were a thing? I don't know where you guys are watching this video right now, but game stores in the UK, like video game stores, they are relics. Sarah then goes on to say that Dress to Impress didn't really invent the layered clothing option in Roblox that it's most popular for, and also went on to say it's really bold that Gigi is accusing It Girl of being a clone, since Dress to Impress and another game called Fashion Famous are very similar. Now, the screenshot she shares shows one of the ex-devs mentioning how Gigi initially said that this was a joke, but as time went on, it was obvious from their perspective that Gigi wasn't joking anymore. Now, Sarah also goes on to say that she's been really frustrated with the amount of trolls in her game, apparently because of Dress to Impress, and even going on to say that she would like stop the trolls if the roles were reversed. Now, one point she does make that's really interesting is she says, admittedly, that Dress to Impress is one of the most popular games on Roblox. Like, not joking right now, if you type Dress to Impress on YouTube, you will see a horde, an absolute legion of women playing this game. It is incredibly popular, and I think it really does go to show that you have even men playing this game as well, like I said earlier, Critical and Queso, so it's reached basically every aspect of the internet. Basically, the point she's trying to make is Dress to Impress is so popular, why does It Girl pose a threat to it? And then she also shares a screenshot, apparently, of Gigi apologizing and admitting to this behavior to Sarah. Now, the next issue that Sarah has, and believe me, this list is extensively long, apparently Gigi tried to share around an IRL picture of Sarah. This was in the Dress to Impress group chat, apparently trying to fat shame her. However, Sarah actually says that she hasn't shared any photos of herself online, but was upset when she found out that Gigi apparently just was bullying some random girl online, thinking that it was Sarah. Sarah says that the ex-devs actually don't have any screenshots of this happening, but apparently this was because Gigi would delete the messages after she sent them in the group chat. Then she shares messages of Gigi apologizing to her, but then allegedly, after hearing that someone was going to make a doc on Gigi, she pretty much states that the apology wasn't enough and it was only really for damage control reasons. She then finishes off her statement by showing a random screenshot of Gigi making fun of her and her alleged friend's hands, saying that they are fat and white. But oh my lord, the allegations do not stop there. There was another user called Peacherino, and they started a thread connecting to Sarah's original thread with even more allegations, including inappropriate jokes, harassing minors for inappropriate photos. They also go on to share some alleged racist messages that Gigi sent, saying one of the reasons she hired her employees was not to be claimed as racist anymore. Most of the messages I can see here are just mocking different types of black hairstyles. And apparently, one of the ex-owners, Misuki, also shared a duck. This including some of the racist and adult screenshots, and left when they weren't happy with Gigi's actions. Peterino also includes alleged reusing of assets from other projects that she worked on, and then telling an ex-dev that they are fat and faking a suicide attempt, and then firing said employee straight after. So yeah, we're done. The allegations, oh for God's sake, there's more? There's more? I want to be done with this, man. So there was another individual called Jen Demi. I'm very sure I'm mispronouncing that. This could be another Metro's Booming Track situation, but I'm really sorry. So these allegations included, God, there's so many. There's so many, man. They were alleging that Gigi was hacking another game called Fashion Dolls and trying to have Jen leak the info. There was another claim from Jen as well, saying that Gigi was lying about her age and trying to get inappropriate photos of a fan in Jen's game. Gigi apparently as well stealing Jen's ideas for Dress to Impress, asking for extra payment, all kinds of sexual and rude comments, and being hurt when Gigi went on to hire a lot of Jen's old staff for Dress to Impress. Dude, I had no idea that the Roblox scene was so ruthless. Like, this is like an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So again, the allegations so far have been, you know, very severe. Hopefully there won't be weight painter. Wait, did they draw fat art? Oh, they don't do fat art. My brain is so cooked. So former weight painter Vixen also chimed into the allegations, sharing problems with Gigi's behavior, delays in payment, claiming that Vixen was copying and stealing Dress to Impress's dressing room, calling Vixen as well a weight gain queen, and also some homophobic jokes that Gigi made in the past. And there was... Jesus, man. God, that is so... I have genuinely never seen more... This is like all of the Avengers going up against Galactus. The amount of people like dogpiling during these allegations. So there was another person that spoke out. This person was a dev for the Roblox game Fashion Stars. And they also went on to say that Gigi apparently threatened to take down their game and, of course, making fun of it. There's also multiple accounts that would share like really wild claims. Some of them saying that Gigi won't add plus-size models into her game, or even hacking older game models naked to show off like their hourglass figures. And that would be so that game would then be taken down by Roblox for sexually explicit content. And again, oh my God, I really wish we were done. I wish we were done. I wish there was no other allegations to talk about. So one of the biggest ones going around is that Gigi apparently banned a huge OG Dress to Impress streamer slash influencer called RuPaul's Doll. Now, I have no idea who RuPaul's Doll is. I assume it's a play on RuPaul, as in RuPaul's Drag Race, a show that as a straight man, I enjoy immensely. Haha, lol, he said straight. And RuPaul was kicked from the influencer program. Why? Because apparently he was promoting Sarah's game, It Girl, instead of Dress to Impress. So this is the equivalent of you eating at McDonald's your entire life, and then you go to Burger King one time, and then you're barred from all future McDonald's because of that one time that you went to Burger King. And this apparently wasn't even the first instance. There was another Roblox YouTuber, Susie Builds, apparently getting kicked out for a similar reason. Now, usually when going over allegations like this, it takes a while for the person accused to, you know, collect their thoughts, maybe gather screenshots to rebuttal. I personally think there's a really bad stigma around people that get accused of things need to respond like immediately or they're guilty. Like, to gather everything, it genuinely does take quite a bit of time. Now, I'm not saying that everyone that dips from the internet is working on a response, by the way. Some people do just actually tend to dip and wait for everything to blow over. But Gigi actually pretty quickly released a statement of her own, basically addressing everything from her perspective. Now, thankfully, this Google Doc is only around 4 pages long. Usually they go for like 20, 30, sometimes even hundreds of pages. So this is a pretty concise document. Basically, to summarize it briefly, so I'm not just reading word for word, Gigi is apologizing for her behavior and is learning to be more aware of how her actions can impact others. She claims that Sarah and her team shaded her first, and she had a knee-jerk reaction and said some pretty nasty stuff that she regrets. Now, despite that, she denies ever calling Sarah fat. She says that she was never racist, and no photos of minors were actually shared. She apologizes to Chowie, the employee that she mocked about having a fake suicide attempt, and for how she handled his mental health issues while working under her. She also apologizes for the fatphobic comments because she thought that those people were her friends and that she could trust them with her jokes. I think that's pretty safe to say. Keep it in the boys group chat, and if there is no boys group chat, keep it in your head, which is probably the most self-destructive thing you could ever do. However, some of the people that Gigi mentioned in the statement and apologized to weren't pleased with it. Sarah immediately responded with a screenshot of the apology, doubling down, saying that an apology from Gigi wasn't enough, especially about the whole, framing Sarah as a rapist part of the situation. Charu, the employee that Gigi made fun of, still claims that Gigi is lying about the fat shaming. So what's the public perception on this? Usually it's a slam dunk one way or the other, but the opinions here are very split. And I'll be honest as well, I don't really ever cover drama like this. Usually it's within like the whole kind of, commentary sphere, but this is definitely a very woman-centered drama. So it's a lot different to what I usually talk about. So obviously you have a large portion of people that are upset at Gigi and freaking out, and they don't really want to support her anymore. Or you have complete conspiracy tinfoil hat theorists saying that all of this drama was perpetuated just to promote their games, as well as to bring down a trans girl who is 17 for being extra edgy, basically claiming that Sarah is 21, starting beef with a 17-year-old. By the way, the confirmation about her being trans is still like a little bit up in the air, because it was in her bio until she removed it from her bio, and a lot of people are now like kind of parroting that across the internet. So take that with a grain of salt. You could take it with a pinch of estrogen. Meanwhile, there's also a portion of people that don't care about the drama. They're not going to drop their favorite game because of it, and they're actually making jokes about the drama inside of Dress to Impress. So in conclusion, a very brave statement incoming, trademark, copyrighted, badass seal of approval. Gigi has definitely said some crazy stuff, some insane stuff, if you will, that definitely makes the situation insane or crazy. Or could this be drama? I don't know. I'll be honest, at the minute, like the way I title videos, like every other commentary channel, is basically just like, that bit in South Park where they were talking about Family Guy, and I think it was like manatees that pick balls, and it's just like they all slot in. The drama / situation is insane / crazy. Late stage capitalism has fucked us, bro. We're done. Now, keep in mind as well, though, Gigi has actually apologized and acknowledged that she's learning and understanding how, important her actions can be on others. I know a lot of people will write that off as the Logan Paul apology. So many YouTubers are like, I'm gonna take some time off here to learn and grow and change as a person.
And the reactions you saw on tape were raw. They were unfiltered.
And I mean, yeah, she's 17. Like, you're not going to be perfect, and you're probably going to have some kind of like edgy period in your life, like most people that age do. I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, I don't think my brain was fully formed until I was like 24 or something. Now, hopefully, Gigi is being very genuine about her apology, and she will change her ways. Because I feel like the way it works with stuff like that is when you apologize and say what you did is bad, that's like your one chance and it's gone. And then if you're caught doing it again in the future, like it's over. Like you're done. Everyone is going to write you off. They're going to say the boy or the trans girl that cried wolf. But obviously as well, I do feel bad for Sarah, as having someone joke about rape towards you is pretty uncalled for. That's a brave statement. And again, I feel like a lot of these issues could have definitely been dealt with in private, but that's the way the internet works. You get more clicks, you get more attention if you call someone out. Sorting something out privately, that's boring. Wait, no one gets to see that and like my tweet. Oh, that sucks. Nah, I'm just gonna post everything and call you out. Now, a lot of people have been saying, how has there been so much drama of a Roblox fashion? But genuinely, like, looking into it, I am not surprised at all, because this is like the most LA focused Kardashian, I know I've said that 3 times in this video, Kardashian based thing I have seen in my life. And you know what the saying is? Women do 2 things very well: shop and talk. And men do something even better: regurgitate the situation into an over 20-minute long video, putting mid-roll ads in to make more money.